So we are here with Harley Neville, who has joined us from New Zealand here at Screamfest 2016, and he's here with the film No Caller ID. Welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back. It's really awesome to be back. Two years I've been here now.
Yeah, this is your second year, and I had the pleasure of seeing your first film here. I survived a zombie holocaust. Not apocalypse, Holocaust.
Some people get that wrong. Some people say I survived the zombie apocalypse, which makes me think that we should have called it something else. We should have thought about that. But
true, but it's very distinct. It's like, no, it's Holocaust. Then people remember, okay, Holocaust. I remember that one.
All right. So just so as we're clear, I survived a zombie Holocaust. Go find it. It's actually on Showtime at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
cool.
Right now.
I'll have to DVR it.
Okay, deal.
So I can watch it again.
Yeah.
So now you're back with a short film, No Caller ID. Without giving out too much details to the plot, can you say anything about the film?
Mm-hmm. So it's a short slasher film, sort of reminiscent of Scream and these. It's very inspired by these types of films, which we love, Scream and these other films like that. So it's a short slasher film about a home invasion, and our protagonist and her attempts at making the best of the situation. Right. Let's say that. That's a pretty bad synopsis. But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Yeah, but at least you're staying away from spoilers as best as possible.
Yes, exactly. Well, the thing is, when you've got an 8-minute film, you can't really say much.
Well, there are movies
without giving away things.
Short films that you can say all you want because you're like, I don't know what I just saw.
Yeah.
But then there are ones where it's like very finite on just what exactly is happening that you really want to keep it guarded so that the audience can actually appreciate what they're going to see.
Yeah.
Because it's true, while I was watching it, I actually jumped.
Ah, good. That's what I want to hear.
So it did make me jump, so that makes me want to see it in the theater, see if anybody else jumps at the same time that I jumped.
Yes. Well, I have seen that film with a number of audiences now, and there are definitely some certain points where people jump, and it's great to see. The other day I was sitting next to an old lady in the cinema, and I swear she almost had a heart attack. She was gasping, and it was amazing to see. As one of the creators of the film, it was just amazing to see that, to experience that in a real audience, live, right there. And they're having the desired response.
Right.
It felt good.
Oh, cool. So this is actually your second teaming with the creative team behind Holocaust. And so interesting is you moved from a feature film to a short film.
Yeah.
What was the impetus behind, was it intentional to do something small, or were you just filling in a gap before you go on to your next one?
So it was a little from column A, a little from column B. Now I make films with the writer-director. His name is Guy Pigden, and he is a real up-and-comer. He's doing all sorts of amazing things, and he wrote and directed I Survived a Zombie Holocaust and No Caller ID, and I produced it. Alongside him, we both produced it. And so anyway, we did the feature, and basically we had so many dramas with I Survived a Zombie Holocaust, and there was issues with practical effects. There was our post-production spiraled out to about 4 years because we were waiting on visual effects because our practical effects didn't work on the day, and it was just a real drama, and it was really difficult to do. And so what we decided was, let's shoot something else. Let's make our next feature film much more simple. So let's make it a drama, and it's people talking, and it's sort of about human interactions. And so that's what we did. And that film is called Older, and it comes out, I hope, in 2017. And people can find out more about that at oldermovie.com. And that movie is about a filmmaker who is really unhappy with the film that he made, but it was commercially successful. So he made money from it, but he hates it. And we needed to have this sort of cheesy film that we could cut to within Older to show what he's unhappy about. So basically, instead of shooting some little scenes and inserting them into our feature, we decided, let's shoot an entire short film in itself, and we can start submitting it to festivals. And that short film turned out great, and it was No Caller ID. So it was really sort of two birds with one stone there. And it was a great way to kind of keep active in between projects, because Older hasn't come out yet. Zombie Holocaust came out last year. So it was a great way to put some stuff out, stay active, and yeah, that was really why we sort of ended up making it.
Oh, so that's actually a creative endeavor to actually just make something else while you're making something.
Yeah.
Just do, like I said, two birds with one stone. That's actually real cool how you did that.
Exactly.
I was like thinking, it's like, oh, did you intentionally wanted to make it something small? But I'm like, nope, it was just a necessity.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like, no, that works.
Yeah.
So this is not the first festival that No Caller ID is played at, right?
It's the second festival. So are we allowed to say festival names?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, the first one was a New Zealand one. It was called Show Me Shorts, and that was where it had its sort of world premiere. We're at Screamfest now, and we'll be going to two more festivals after this: A Night of Horror in Sydney and Terra Molins in Barcelona, and then hopefully some other ones if we're lucky as well.
Cool. So you were here last year, 2 years ago?
2014. So it was 2 years
ago. 2014, screening a feature, and now you're here screening a short.
Yep.
Is the dynamic of being at a film festival to present something different or the same for regardless of how long the feature is?
Well, you could totally imagine that people that have created short films will get treated not as well as people who have made feature films, but in my experience so far, for me, Screamfest has been amazing both times. It's been amazing as a short film creator and as a feature film creator. It's almost made no difference as far as the way I've been treated. Either way, I've been treated like a king kind of thing. So it's kind of it's really exciting, really cool to be here. I mean, obviously, I would rather be here with another feature than a short because it's only going to be playing for 8 minutes, this film, and then that's a long way to travel. I've come all the way from New Zealand. That's a 12-hour flight. I'm here to support an 8-minute film. So it would be great, obviously, to have a feature to present instead. But in the interim, this is a good way to get my fix of LA and Screamfest.
Yeah, but no pun intended, don't sell yourself short because you're only 8 minutes because of this impactful 8 minutes.
Yes.
So it's actually a solid short film, which I don't want to divulge anything outside. In fact, yes, I did jump.
Well, I'm really happy with how it's turned out as well. Like, we didn't know what to expect. It was kind of a side project, and everything went well. All the bits fell into place, and it worked. And I think it's turned out great. And I think the very fact that it's made it into such a great festival as Screamfest, it sort of means that I must be right. We must have done something right, you know.
Well, it helps that you made a solid zombie comedy that left an impact that everybody loved. So people look forward to what's next, and then without even looking through the brochure of all the films playing, I'm like, oh wait, that's Harley's one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like I had no idea I had something coming. Cool. It's like I get to see Harley again.
Yeah.
But so when does the film screen here at Screamfest?
Okay, so it is screening on Sunday, the 23rd at 4 p.m. at Screamfest. So that's very soon.
Yes, that's this weekend here in Los Angeles.
Yes, so that's when that will be screening.
Okay, great. Well, I hope the screening goes off really well, that the audience reacts to it just as much as I did, and that it really paves the way for even bigger things down the road, including for your dramatic features.
I hope that too. Thank you very much for having me. I love it. And if people want to find out more about us, if they could just search Pigville, they will find us. That's the key word, Pigville, Pigville. You look us up, you'll find all of our stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's Pigville. And this is Ernie Trinidad signing off from ErnieTrinidad.com.